Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you an in-depth look at how I filled all the holes for a string through guitar. In the recent episode of Trash to Thrash, I showed this guitar getting rebuilt, but I didn't go too much into it because it was a lot of footage to cover with a lot of little steps, and I'm not sure how entertaining it would be to the masses. But for the hardcores and the people wanting to know how I did this, here it is with a lot more footage and a lot more commentary on it. Enjoy the episode. If you haven't seen this episode of Trash to Thrash yet, I highly suggest you go check it out. It's episode 58. It went up July 3rd, 2023. And if you have watched that episode, then you're going to see about 2 minutes of overlapping footage that's in both of these videos, just to make everything make sense. But this is about a 10-minute video, so there's 8 minutes of stuff that you haven't seen that wasn't included on the original episode. So if it feels like you're watching something you already did watch, there is about 2 minutes of footage that's in both of these videos. I'll link that Trash to Thrash episode at the end of this video and in the description for this video as well. Enjoy. Alright, now the Washburn Dime 332 has been disassembled, sanded, and the first round of Bondo has been put on and sanded level. It's feeling pretty good. It's looking pretty good. I feel a couple little spots here and there, but we're going to be doing more Bondo on it anyways because the next step is going to be to fill in these holes here for mounting the tailpiece. On this guitar, I originally had a Tune-O-Matic bridge with the tailpiece on it, but the customer wants the tailpiece gone, and we're going to do a Les Paul style stop bar on it. So the Tune-O-Matic can stay, but we're going to replace the bottom section where the strings actually go through and mount. To do that, we're just going to have to fill in all these holes here. So I'm going to cut some dowels up, and then we're going to insert the dowels, glue them in, cut them flush, and then we're going to use some Bondo to level everything out and smooth it out, and then paint over it, and you'll never know that those holes were once there. Now we're going to have to do the same thing on the back of the guitar too. It is larger holes here, so you can see there's actually a step in here. The holes look like they're about 3/8 of an inch on the inside, but then around the outside they actually get a little bit bigger. So we're going to drill these out a little bigger and fill them in with something that's going to fill them all in one shot. To fill them, we're going to use the 1/8 inch dowel here to fill the holes in the front. And then on the back, we're going to use, these are 1/2 inch dowels. So we're going to be able to open the holes up on the back to get a real snug fit for these ones. You see, as I'm cutting, the pieces keep falling down in the gap here. So I'm going to have to hold them with a set of tweezers, which will also help it keep it straight as it cuts. Oh, there, I lost another one. Seriously. Well, I didn't lose that one at least. Now there is one more hole here that you may have noticed, and that's going to be for the ground wire to sit underneath this tailpiece, but we're going to be filling that one in too, and it was actually drilled at an angle coming down this way. So I'm going to fill that with a dowel, an 1/8 inch dowel, that's going to slide right in there like that. And then I'm going to take my flat edge X-Acto knife and just try to saw that straight flush with the body. As you can see, the first two went in and they look great. That one's in there. And now we'll fill in the rest of these holes, gently tapping them in with a light hammer. Alright, now we got them all filled. They're looking pretty good. Right here, we're going to wait till this one dries, and then we're going to try to shave it clean. But I think we got our basis of the holes filled. So I'll let this dry for a couple hours, flip it over onto the back, and then we'll fill up the other side using this 1/2 inch dowel. The chisel blade is one of my favorite blades to insert into an X-Acto knife. Here is that dowel filling the ground hole that was drilled at an angle. And I'm just going to shave it off and cut it flush with the top of the guitar using that chisel blade. So look at that. That actually came off so smooth. You could hardly feel it. So definitely a good cut there with a brand new blade on it. All the rest of these, I can still feel them. And the Bondo is going to fix that. But yeah, this is all very good. Very happy with the way this is turning out. So my system for cutting these larger 1/2 inch dowels, on the back of the guitar, I'm going to have to drill them out to 1/2 inch, so these are going to fit in very good, very snug, but I don't want to have to drill super deep into the guitar, so what I'm going to try to do here is mark using this pencil, and I could just set it right in here, my dowel, and as I rotate it, it marks on the dowel, exactly where I want to cut it. Then I simply slide the dowel through the blade, and we'll have a consistent size set of pieces here that I can just drop into the guitar. It should sit in there flush, nice and easy. Alright, now I'm ready to start drilling out my dowel holes, and I actually have drilled out 2 of them here, and I realized that these 1/2-inch dowels are going to be too big because they're encroaching on the next hole over. I'm not going to be able to drill all 6 and then drop down 6 dowels because they're just too close together. Here's my solution. I'm going to drill holes 1, 3, and 5. I'm going to fill them, glue everything in, and let them dry. Then I'm going to come back and drill 2, 4, and 6, and it's going to remove part of the dowels that I just added, but create a perfect 1/2-inch diameter hole so I could drop in new dowels and fill in those gaps, and everything should be perfect. So here we go. And there we go. Now I'll go ahead and cut my next dowel, my 3rd dowel here. Mail because I checked it and there was nothing in there. I thought maybe you guys got it. Alright, so that turned out pretty good. I did a light sanding on it, and now we're going to drill out the other 3, holes 2, 4, and 6 as I called them earlier, and we'll fill those the same way. Here you can see I just applied a thin coat of Bondo over the rear holes, and now I'm going to do some Bondo on the front holes. After a little Bondo and sanding, the body is now ready for paint. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. This was just a small part of the rebuild on this Washburn Dime 332. If you haven't seen the episode of Trash to Thrash about this guitar yet, I highly suggest you go check it out. I'll throw it up on the screen here so you can click on it right now and watch it after this. It's Trash to Thrash episode 58, and it's over on the main Guitar Guts channel at youtube.com/guitarguts. Thanks so much for watching this video. Rock on, my friends.